Hillcrest is more than a school.
We are a joyful community of learners.
Together, through the arts, we inspire, challenge, and empower.
I was really nervous doing a solo when I least expected it.
I was nervous being on stage.
I did a scat singing solo. You know, once I got going, I didn't really feel nervous anymore.
We learned the basics of jazz and the different notes that we use and how to write our own song.
It's really important to give kids first-hand experiences, to connect future learning to, present learning to, but also to just enrich them.
We have an amazing principal.
Interesting comments that the children made included, I didn't know that I could make a song. I had no idea I could scat. I had no idea that I could use my instrument this way. So it opened their world.
Everybody just waits for it till they're in 5th grade. And when they finally get to do it, it's actually a lot of fun.
Weaving is really interesting. They love it, and they keep weaving and weaving and make, 5 weavings. They take them home. They go buy their own yarn. Usually right now I'd have kids coming in getting more yarn. Art and the real world go together. When we talk about color, to let them know how color in real life, in real world, how it's important, how are you going to paint your house. When you are in the hotter states, they don't pick black cars because it's just going to be too hot. The fact that nowadays in some states they paint the top of the buses white because then they don't overheat in the bus. And so that color has a lot to do with life and the world around them, not just painting in art class.
I'm afraid because I might drown in the wave.
One of the art-based learning strategies that we learned is called Tableau. And in Tableau, the students will act out a scene. In the case of the art piece that we were looking at, the woodblock print, we looked at the scene and then we had to infer, what do you think happened before that? Let's act out that scene. What do you think happened later? And we acted that out.
It shows me what they've learned, what they know, in a completely different way than filling out a form on a piece of paper. And the kids love it.
It had some funny stuff in it. And I like the worms on the hand. That was really funny.
One of the things that has been embraced in the school from the get-go has been integration of curriculum. For instance, the play, the musical Earthworms, integrated science with music and performance.
Sometimes when you're talking, people don't hear you, but when you're singing, they listen.
Through music, I teach kids, so we're teaching them about life, teaching them about the world. I'm working with them on knowing that they can originate their own idea and create their own music as a way of expressing themselves or expressing an idea. And at the same time, giving them the tools that they need in order to fluently use music.
That was great.
Our school has a particular interest in the arts, and we were looking for a program that would center on performing arts, on visual arts, on literary arts, and on media arts.
We had Patrick Bollock out to help us in the process. Patrick has been working in education reform for years.
His passion for that program rubs off on our staff.
Artful learning is the idea that you can infuse artful concepts into your everyday teaching and make it more powerful and meaningful.
We filled up waters and then we made music with it.
In 2nd grade, our very first unit that we created as a team, it had to do with the big concept of cause and effect. The students participated in many hands-on experiments, such as sound and how it relates when you put it into a glass bottle.
That one.
Dominoes and what the effect is when you don't line them up correctly or push them down. And then we went through and actually discussed how cause and effect related to those experiments.
doing one thing, then a different thing, then the same thing, or it can do one thing and then two same things and then a different one thing.
And in a lot of kindergarten curriculum, patterns means an A-B pattern, red, white, red, white, red, white. But as we looked at it from a broader perspective, we can see that there's patterns in poetry, which we do a lot of work with. There's patterns in math facts, so addition and subtraction math problems, which follow a pattern. We started teaching in our seasonal patterns that we work a lot with how trees change over the years and how the life cycle of bugs and mammals that we work with are all related to this idea of patterns.
Studying pain causes him to double up and kick legs.
And when kids feel like they get to do something, they usually pay more attention.
Students learn the best when they do. Some students are more visual learners and some are auditory, but everybody has this kind of kinesthetic piece.
If they're just sitting and not doing anything, their attention starts going other places. And when it's really fun and exciting for them, they want to do more, and they ask for more, and they want to see what else there is, and they want to experience everything.
Today we learned about shapes.
It's fun how just teaching something in a different way all of a sudden makes their knowledge pop. Our kids are really having fun and really getting into the concepts that we're trying to teach them with the artful learning. And they're finding that through music and movement, they really learn a lot of their letters and sounds and words while they're doing music and movement, rather than just sitting and playing games with them or trying to read them. They are learning it faster than what they normally do.
When you walk into classrooms here at Hillcrest, they're active and engaged, and there's wonderful creative chatter going about and creative energy.
To me, the biggest strength of Hillcrest is the teachers.
They are driven to provide excellence in education.
So nice, so laid back, so easygoing, so knowledgeable.
Every single one of them goes the extra mile.
They make me feel welcome like it's home.
Community is huge here.
We're all very close with the parents, the kids, the coworkers, all the staff that are here. Everybody is fabulous.
I love them all. Really, it feels like a family.
A lot of times in the summer, people get together, or during the school year, not only as just as colleagues, but as friends.
A lot of our faculty send their children here. I sent my 2 children here. I think this is a really good place to be.
I think as you walk around the building and you see the kids involved in artful experiences, the joy in their face is all the reward that we need.
And those kind of experiences, I think, really enrich our kids' lives. It expands and deepens the education that they receive and helps them become more aware of the world around them and realize that there are many gifts and many ways to use their own gifts when it comes that time.